Capture the flag. Any questions? What?
We should put it in melee because Eric Goff should be allowed to hurt more people.
Fuck yeah!
Anybody else?
Another question.
Alicia.
Do you plan on incorporating more TF2 elements?
If I can make them work, yes. If I can't, I should not, because bad ideas are bad.
That's true. Serious question. Okay. What are you going to do about the fact that it is impossible to capture the flag and capture the flag?
I'm going to take the flags and put them in different states.
Push them somewhere else?
So you're going to start one team in Oregon, the other one in Florida. Good luck, guys. That's all you're getting.
I will play. Okay, I will play that.
No, but seriously, a lot of it just comes with limitations of the field. Like, we're inside, obviously, right now.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be as easy to get stuff done. Like, if we have 60 people show up, which is awesome, we're going to have to figure out new ways to get those 60 people actually moving, and we don't just have a line of blowgunners going, and you're respawning, and you're respawning, and you're respawning, and I got hit.
Maybe dispose of instant respawn in the cases where it's so crowded and have like
Something I've already thought about, yeah, is setting a timed respawn, and if necessary, do it like League, where the longer you go, the longer your respawn is.
I never should have introduced you to that game.
I was already thinking it anyways, because I knew those things exist.
Hello?
What is the one part about capture the flag that you dislike the most and the part you like the most?
The part I dislike the most is usually when we come to a standstill or when it starts to feel stale because we can't come up with a good way to get a new mode rolling, or like if I come up with a new mode, like I tried to do payload and I goofed that. So I want to see people always active, new people out there, everybody having a good time, nobody standing around going, well, it's just kind of a blowgunner slap fight right now.
Yeah.
My favorite part is probably just seeing all of the new people coming out each week, all of the other people that have already been there, meeting the new people, and just having a giant sense of friendship, you know, getting to know people that I never would have met any other way. Tyler.
Okay. Go to golf. I totally forgot again. Go to golf. I'll think
What?
Okay, I know every time that you guys put me in charge, or I get picked first and I have the ear for the person in charge, I always select all the blowgunners because they have that range and they just knock out the other guys, and we have the missions go super quick, but it's really just one-sided. Are you going to start choosing the teams and balancing them, or are you going to kind of leave it up to us?
If necessary, I will divide.
Maybe you could do blowgun people without blowguns first and then blowgunners second.
Also, I'm really surprised by how many we have. It just kind of went Garrett, me, everybody. So that's something we have to deal with.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, I didn't see you at box for it last year with a blowgun.
Yes, point.
Sarah.
You plan on having tournaments?
I do plan on having at least one tournament, and if possible, maybe working in some kind of either large game day of some epic proportion or something like that, just as a giant, hey guys, let's see how this goes and hope nobody dies. Alicia.
Have you given any thought to, and I know I've probably asked everyone that's run this, doing a backyard style where, you know, each team has their flag, they decide on a place they're going to hide it.
Yes.
You know, big canvas flag type.
Yes, that is one of the ideas with that whole let's hope nobody dies. That was one of the ideas of Team A, this is your half of campus. Team B, this is your half of campus.
That would be awesome.
Go for it, have fun, bring friends, tell people, get a snack. Steven.
You said about the game kind of getting stale or stagnant at times. And I know like last year, especially my first time coming out was around Boxboard. It was a whole mess of fun.
Oh yeah.
Have you thought of any other new ways to innovate it? Like maybe bring back a Boxboard, have a way to substitute? Because I know sometimes some of the materials are hard to come by.
Once again, that just goes into new game modes. I'm always trying to think of new ones. I know working with Sarah, we've still got quite a few we're roughing out, I guess, to figure things out. As to stuff like Boxfort, I love Boxfort. That was so much fun just because it's like giant Legos. The problem becomes actually getting the stuff, and as the substitutions, it's hard to find a good substitution for Boxforts that you can get quickly, cheaply, and that, if necessary, you can store. So I already had the thought of, well, why don't we just get a bunch of boxes, duct tape them together, fold them up, and keep them in the dorm room, and I realized, oh wait, I have a tiny dorm room. Tyler.
Okay, I know you guys love to try to spice things up with new game modes and things like that. But a lot of the game modes, the new game modes that you're using are not very popular. What are you going to do about that?
Possibly beta testing days.
Paul, okay. Follow-up, which is really just asking another question, sorry. What are you going to do about the fact that a lot of people don't know the rules for the alternate game modes when they show up?
Post them a week before. if we can figure them out a week before.
God bless you, sir.
Because sometimes it's like, what are we doing today? I don't know. Hey, there's a thing on the wall. Let's find out. Just throw it.
Thank you, that was exactly what I thought you would say. Wow.
I was first.
What?
Okay, I actually have the balls to admit that I have two separate, different questions. Number one, what's your mod staff going to be? Because mod staff's important.
As for mod staff, obviously, if Sarah gets admin assistant, which considering you did your troll app, she'll probably get it. I will have to rethink it. I do
I'll
want
still
at
do
least.
it.
Oh.
I'll still do it.
Well, I don't want to ask an admin to be on my mod staff or an admin assistant just because they have their own stuff. I want to get a freshman involved. Like that's the thing. I want to get a freshman and a new face that has maybe been on campus but hasn't played UGL that much. Because that way I have A, somebody that's completely new to all these ideas, and B, somebody that has maybe heard about us, not heard anything, and they're like, well, this is what I heard, so this is how we get people in. Obviously, you'd probably be still on it, because I'm thinking about him. So, yeah. Anybody else? Any question?
Question number 2. Since Capture the Flag is pretty much Team Fortress 2, I play a very strange role that is part spy, part scout, and part pyro. What are you going to do to mix those three together so that Jules can be less underpowered in terms of gameplay?
Remind you that it's not TF2.
Oh yeah.
Just because we do payload, we'll attempt to do payload, and for Halloween we did one little shenanigan thing with pool noodles, does not make TF2.
You're talking about a tournament. Have you ever thought about maybe a charity fundraisers do? I know how earlier I'd asked about materials and events. I know there are substitute for boxes, like a little like soft foam. Perhaps maybe a charity event to help fund that. Have you thought about something like that?
Yeah, I want to see how this first tournament goes before we get into any depth of major planning.
Okay.
Because if we can get the kind of interest to do a tournament, that shows that we have people that have become really involved in CtF, we can start all sorts of programs. Wilson.
How about foldable boxes that you can fold up, set back up, that have little male and female Velcro pieces, so then you can
I
like
thought
put them
about
like
that.
Legos.
So the problem becomes storage. One thing is I will need mods to store things. With the involvement of me having a giant orange hammer from DAG, just generally having a small room, a ghillie suit, and a bunch of other things, including the sock bag, eventually flags, I will need, if we want to do that kind of stuff, people to store them. I also need people to carry them because it's going to take quite a few people to carry all that. So, anybody?
Can I touch the hat?
No.
Is your brain inside your hat?
What?
Is your brain inside of your hat?
I'm still looking. Nick, is this a serious question?
It's very serious.
The answer is
You do
no.
whatever
It takes to get the judge.
I mean, that's all it comes down to, man.
You're more predictable than an HVZ game.
Zinger! Anyways, any other questions?
Closing arguments or statements, sir.
I mean, at this point, you can either vote no confidence, and that just causes a circle, or, you face up with the fact that you have absolutely no options whatsoever. I get power.
Hey, try the option of no confidence and not coming. Damn it, I can't.
That's what I thought. I'm used to throwing this at people after HBC.
It's a good weapon.
Any closing arguments for anybody who is sitting there watching these on YouTube and confused as to who is behind the camera? Just, this happens. This just happens a lot. Really, half of the fun of the UGL is what you don't see. All the people involved behind the scenes. Even if it is Nick asking about judges and just needing to get a life other than YouTube hoops.
Hold on, he has an actual serious question for once.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Melee.
No.
Possibility of
No.
melee.
Okay. First of all, I ask Melee all the time. The answer is no.
Did that.
Wait, closing argument. If you become admin, that's no longer allowed to be a sock.
Why?
Bullshit.
Josh, that's why.
No, seriously though,
On Josh will never
I mean, we have a lot more creative people like me with my hat. Exactly, I have 13 seconds. And we have people that are like, oh, you can use your hat as a sock. Honestly, that's kind of cheap because I can wear the sock on my head.
Did I mention that I like the medic game mode? It's a great game
Yes,
mode.
we have had a lot of positive
Medic
feedback from
boss,
that.
because it means
So.
the game ends.
Right. My absolute final statement, will these two be stupid, is if you have any ideas, send them my way. I'm always open to ideas. I may tell you they're not that great because sometimes I'm blunt. Usually not, but just go ahead and send them to me. You know, I'd love to have players input. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for actually watching through on the YouTube.
Yes. Bye.